Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of iChongqing's channel. This is iChongqing from iChongqing. Today, we are having a session with Chongqing University to share the animation info. Today we are having a session with Chongqing University to share the admission info for international students. We are now live with Professor Zhang from CQU Biological Engineering Institute and Mrs. Shan, the admission officer of CQU, and Chen Wei, the student from Rwanda majoring in computer science and technology at CQU. Our session has 4 parts. Mrs. Shan will firstly introduce the city of Chongqing and CQU, the university, and Professor Zhang will specifically tell us about the Biological Engineering Institute, which is one of the most competitive and popular institutes to international students. Then for the Q&A part, we will answer your questions related to international students' enrollment. So feel free to leave us comments anytime. We will also have a mini interview with Chen Wei, where he will share his campus live with us. So stay tuned with us if you are interested, or your relatives or friends are interested in obtaining a degree in CQU. The mic is all yours, Ms. Shan.
Okay, thank you, Eiko. Hello, everyone. This is Shan Wei from the International Students Admissions Office of Chongqing University. It's a great pleasure for me to be here, meeting you online and introducing you my university. My introduction today will focus on 3 aspects. The first part is about the general information of Chongqing, and then the information of Chongqing University. The third part, I will introduce you some application process and scholarship information for studying at CQU. Usually, if we want to study abroad, of course, first, we need to know something about the destination that we are going to. So the first part, I will introduce you the Chongqing city. Chongqing is a city of 3,000 years history. It is located in southwest China on the upper reaches of the Yangtze River, covering an area of more than 82,000 square kilometers, and with the permanent population of more than 32 million. Chongqing is also the youngest municipality in China. A municipality directly under the central government is a type of the administrative division in China. There are 4 municipalities in China: Beijing, Tianjin, Shanghai, and Chongqing. Chongqing is also the only one in central and western China. Usually when it comes to Chongqing, people will think of 4 tags: the mountain city, the bridge capital, and the fog city and hot pot. Chongqing is known as the mountain city because it is located in hilly areas and the city was built against hills. It is surrounded by 2 rivers, Yangtze River and Jiangning River. So that is why it is also recognized as the bridge capital in China due to its large number, large scale, high technical level, diversity, and strong influence of bridges. The climate in Chongqing is humid and foggy. Therefore, since the ancient time, people here created the alarmingly hot and spicy food hot pot to dispel coldness. Chongqing is one of the 5 national central cities in China, while the other 4 are Beijing, Tianjin, Shanghai, and Guangzhou. It has all 31 major manufacturing industries, including electronic, automobile, biomedicine, and new materials, etc. It is also the country's largest laptop production base. In the year 2022, the total GDP of Chongqing was nearly 3 trillion RMB, ranking number 4 in China. On October the 20th of 2021, the National Plan for Chengdu Chongqing Economic Circle Construction was issued. This provides a greater platform and opportunities for high-quality development of Chongqing. That is, if you study at CQU, after your graduation, you may have more opportunities to either find a good job or start your own business here. Chongqing is the start point of the Chongqing-Xinjiang-Europe International Railway. This railway runs through Xinjiang, Kazakhstan, Russia, Belarus, and Poland before finally arriving in Germany, with a total length of more than 11,000 kilometers. This project, which was put into operation in 2011, has strengthened the economic and trade exchanges among Asian and European countries. About the city's internationalization, so far in Chongqing, we have 12 foreign consulates, including that of Japan, Canada, UK, Cambodia, and some other countries. And we also have nearly 300 branches of 500 world-leading enterprises. Chongqing has established business relations with over 4,000 international corporations, and it was listed as the city with most potential in China by UN, World Bank, and Fortune magazine. As a unique mountain city with hills and mountains as the main landform, Chongqing has very rich tourism resources. Here you can see the world-known Three Gorges and the world cultural heritage, the Dazu stone carvings. If you come to study at CQU, you will have many chances to visit these places, these amazing places by yourselves. Second part is about my university. Chongqing University is one of the top 1% Chinese universities in the world-class university plan. While there are more than 3,000 universities and colleges in China by May 2022. Chongqing University is a national key university with academic strong points in engineering, built environment, social and natural science. Here is our history. Chongqing University was founded in 1929, and in 1960 it became a key national university. In 1998, it was admitted to the State 211 project. In the year 2000, it merged with Chongqing Architecture University and Chongqing Architectural College and formed the current Chongqing University. In the year 2001, it was admitted to the State 985 project. In 2017, it was admitted to the State World Class Universities project. Totally, we have 5 campuses, A, B, C, D, also known as Huxi campus, and the newest one, Liangjiang campus. Total coverage of the 5 campuses is 353 hectares. About our students, we now host more than 50,000 full-time students, among which more than 26,000 are undergraduates and more than 24,000 are master and PhD candidates. We also host international students from all over the world. As faculty and staff, now we have more than 5,000, among which more than 2,000 are professors and associate professors, and we also have 8 academicians. As to our academic structure, CQU is consisted of 35 schools under 7 faculties. They are Faculty of Arts and Humanities, Faculty of Social Sciences, Faculty of Science, of Engineering, of Built Environment, of Information Science, and Medicine. Here is the list of the schools. Like in the Faculty of Social Science, I would say that School of Economics and Business Administration offers the most popular program for international students. That is the English taught master program in business administration. They have helped this school. This major has helped the school to host the largest number of international students in the whole university. And in Faculty of Arts and Humanities, I have to mention this School of Foreign Languages and Cultures, which offers long degree Chinese language program and both bachelor and master's degree programs in teaching Chinese to speakers of other languages. These programs are also very attractive to students who would like to be Chinese language teachers after graduation in their own countries. Faculty of Engineering. As I just mentioned in the beginning of this part, my university is really strong in engineering. Here, the electrical engineering and mechanical engineering are the two disciplines that were included in the double world-class project. And in recent years, more and more students have applied for these two programs. In Faculty of Built Environment, School of Architecture and Urban Planning, they also offer 6 English taught master and PhD programs in architecture, in urban planning, and landscape. And civil engineering is another discipline that was included in the World Double Class project. It is also one of our best programs. Faculty of Medicine. Actually, our School of Medicine is kindly new because of some historical reasons, and they even didn't start enroll Chinese students since the year 2020, but it is not open to international students yet. But we are working on that. Hope in the near future we can open the medicine programs to international students. But here I'd like to recommend you the School of Bioengineering, which also offer the English taught master and PhD programs in biomedical engineering. They have attracted a lot of students from Indonesia and Pakistan to study here, and many of these students have achieved great success. And today we also have a professor from Jiang from the School of Biomedical Engineering. Later she will give you a very brief introduction to this program. Okay. This is our academic reputation. This is the latest ranking in ARWU. You can see from the slide that we have been making progress. This slide shows the top subjects ranking, the ranking of the subjects, top 50 subjects in US News and top 50 subjects in ARWU. You can have a look and see that, and you will find that most of them are related to engineering. In the past 9 decades, Chongqing University has trained more than 400,000 advanced professionals and cultivated over 40 academicians, political figures, and entrepreneurs. We have established a partnership with more than 300 universities and research institutes in over 40 countries and regions, and has established joint research centers with nearly 20 famous corporations. This map shows the distributions of our partner. CQ is also a member of many global university alliances. This is here you can see the list. The alliances has provided us more chances, more opportunities, and a greater platform for strengthened cooperation with the universities and the colleges, both home and abroad. As you may know, Confucius Institutes are also a very important part of globalization of a university. Chongqing University has 3 Confucius Institutes, respectively in Australia, Italy, and Thailand. Next part is about study at CQU. The first intake of international students of our university was in 1986. That means we have been keeping enrolling international students for like around 40 years. And we are one of the universities to host the Chinese government scholarship sponsored international students. We also are one of the first group of demonstration universities for quality international education, and we have successfully passed the quality accreditation of international education. About the programs, we offer both degree programs and non-degree programs. Degree programs we offer from bachelor's to master's to PhD programs, covering a wide range of disciplines, including science, engineering, economics, management, and some others in disciplines. For long degree programs, we mainly offer Chinese language program and exchange program. As to Chinese language programs, there is long degree and degree programs. For long degree Chinese language programs, applicants can apply to study at CQU from 1 semester to 1 year or even 2 years as you like to improve your Chinese language proficiency to make better preparation for your future degree study. And we have also bachelor's degree program in teaching Chinese to speakers of other languages and master of teaching Chinese to speakers of other languages. These two programs are very popular to students like from Thailand, Vietnam, and some other Southeast countries. Here is a list of our English instructed programs in both master's level and PhD level. Still, most of them are related to engineering, but business administration is always the most popular one. This is our fees. You can have a look. If you apply to study at CQU as a self-supported student, you have to pay these fees from registration, tuition, insurance to accommodation. Registration is for all students, no matter you apply to study here as a self-support one or a scholarship student. To be honest, we charge really, compared with the cities, universities in the city like Beijing, Shanghai, and Guangzhou, we charge really low, and the living cost in Chongqing is not that high. That means with less cost, you can live a better life here. Okay, now here comes to the part of scholarship, which you may concern most. Chongqing University offers 4 types of scholarships: Chinese government scholarship, international Chinese language teachers scholarship, Chongqing Municipal Government Mayor Scholarship, and Chongqing University President Scholarship. I will introduce them to you one by one. First, the Chinese Government Scholarship. This one I think is the most popular one for international students. Under Chinese Government Scholarship, there are 2 types. Type A is also called bilateral program. It supports undergraduate, master, and doctoral, even visiting programs. For this type, the applicants should apply to the embassy, the Chinese embassy in your own countries. You have to follow the information from the embassy to follow how to apply and the application period. Usually it starts in October and lasts to January of next year. Type B, there are different programs. High-level postgraduate program and Silk Road programs are both supporting master and doctoral programs. For high-level postgraduate program, there's no limitation on nationality on majors. But for Silk Road program, the university has to apply to the Chinese Scholarship Council with some certain majors. So you have to pay close attention to see if there is the one that you are interested in. And the students of the applicants of this program shall come from the Belt and Road countries. The credit transfer program, actually it supports exchange program. That means exchange students from the universities whose university has signed agreement with us can apply for this scholarship. And it is a long degree program. International Chinese Language Teachers Scholarship. This scholarship is specifically for Chinese language study and teaching and programs in teaching Chinese to speakers of other languages. In our university, we offer 2-year master and 4-year bachelor's programs, and also 1-year long degree and 1 semester long degree study programs. For each program, there are very specific requirements on your level and score of HSK. For this scholarship, the application usually starts on March the 1st and ends in May the 15th. Municipal government mayor scholarship. This scholarship also support master and doctoral programs. There is no limitation on nationality, no limitation on programs. But this one is a partial scholarship. That means you have to pay tuition, accommodation fee first, and then you will get the living allowance every month. For master's students, it's 3,000 RMB per month, and for doctoral students, it's 3,500 RMB per month. This the application period also starts in January and ends in May. Chongqing University President Scholarship. This one I can say it is the second popular one. This scholarship supports undergraduate, master, and doctoral programs. Also, no limitation on nationality and programs. In this scholarship, we offer full scholarship and partial one, both. For full scholarship, students can get tuition waived, free on-campus accommodation, and be provided with the comprehensive medical insurance and get the monthly living allowance. But the standard for the living allowance will be a little bit lower than that of the CSC. About our application admission procedure, if you want to study at CQU, first, please follow the information, the application guide in our website, study at CQU. Then you can apply to complete the online application in our system. After that, the International Students Admissions Office will make the qualification review. If you pass the review, we will transfer your application to relative schools to do the academic review. And then the pre-admission will be determined. If you're applying for scholarship, we will submit the nomination list to the related committee and then get the final admission list. After we get that, we will inform the students who get the scholarship and post you the admission documents. This slide, I show you some multicultural campus life, the pictures of our multicultural and colorful campus life. Hope in the future you can come and join us. That's all for my introduction. Here I also leave you the contact information. If you have any questions, you can just feel free to contact with us. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Shan. Thank you for the thorough information about this enrollment of the Chongqing University overseas education. So next, I want to introduce us Mrs. Zhang, Professor Zhang, to introduce her major for us, because this is really popular major in Chongqing University for overseas students.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Eiko. So let me introduce myself. I am Jiang Qihui, and I'm also known as Vivi Kasim. So I'm an Indonesian Chinese, actually. I was born in Indonesia, and then and my childhood I live in Jakarta, Indonesia. And after being graduated from high school, then I went to Japan, and I obtained my degrees in bachelor, master, and doctor in the University of Tokyo, Japan. So I joined CQU in 2013, and I'm now a professor in College of Bioengineering, Faculty of Medicine. So today I would like to introduce to you our college, which crosses the biomedicine with engineering. So first, what is biomedical engineering? How it makes a healthier life for us, and what can we learn? What can we do with this subject? So is it a biology? Is it a medicine? No, it's a biomedical engineering. So biomedical engineering is a multidisciplinary discipline engaging medicine, biology, engineering, material sciences, pharmaceutical science, and so on. It focuses on medical problems with the aim of solving them using biological knowledge and engineering methods. What will you learn if you can join us? You will learn a lot of subjects, including molecular biology, cellular biology, biomechanics, bioengineering, biomaterials, biorheology, pharmacology, genetic engineering, tissue engineering, biochemistry, and so on. And if I could be graduated in from biomedical engineering, where can I work? You can work, of course, in universities and research institutes, and you can do research there. You can also work in the R&D and quality control development, quality control in pharmaceutical and biomedical industries. You can uh, work in national institutes, for example, in FDA and so on, in hospital, either as a researcher or as a laboratorian, and bioengineering industries. And maybe some of you will be surprised that you can also work in legal affairs, for example, as a patent engineer or patent attorney, and also in consulting firms. They need uh, students or talents uh, with the knowledge of biomedical engineering, actually. So this is a glance of the history of our college. It is in 1973, the first biomechanics lab and biomedical and electronics teaching and research unit was established in CQU. In 1980, we got the first master degree program for biomechanics in China. In 1986, we got the doctoral degree program for biomechanics. In 1989, the undergraduate program was established, and in 1998, our college was established. In 2011, we got the key laboratory of Biorheological Science and Technology, Ministry of Education. So in our college, we are educating cross-disciplinary talents. With we have a very big research platforms, and the total cost and device and equipment reach 90 million RMB. We have a lot of equipments with such as top mass spectrometer, laser confocal microscope, atom force microscope, and so on. So more than 300 PhD and master students has been graduated from our college. So now I will introduce some research topics in our college. Some professors in our college focus on revealing tumor mechanism and developing novel therapeutic strategy. For example, this is from my lab. We discovered SVP1U, a novel regulatory factor of tumor suppressor P53, and this will give base for developing new therapeutic strategy. So this work was published in Science Sister Sciences. And also, our lab also explores the role of yin-yang family in cancer and found that this gene family is involved in various aspects of cancer. Lab of Professor Tang in our college developed a sensor for detecting the activity of LCK, a kinase, and this could be used for helping the tumor immunotherapy. So this is the topics from the lab of Professor Wang Guixue. He focuses on cardiovascular disease, especially cardiovascular development, endothelial cells metabolism and fate determination, vascular endothelial cells damage and functional reconstruction, cerebrovascular nerve injury and regeneration, and also atherosclerosis. And some of the professors in our college are doing tissue engineering research, for example, for repairing soft tissue injury. Biomaterial or biomedical material is another major subfield in biomedical engineering that develop various materials for diagnostic, imaging and sensing and detection, tissue engineering, drugs preparation, and so on. So I will introduce to you some of the topics related with biomedical materials in our college. For example, for studying the sensing and transmission mechanism of mechanogrowth factors, rheological behavior, stem cell differentiation, mechanical function, drug effects, and drug sensing, drug screening by exploring the principles of cell organelle, biomacromolecule, mechanical interaction, impaired tissue mechanical balance, mechanical signal transduction pathway, vascular physiology and pathological processes, mechanical stress, and wound repair core issues. And also by addressing other key issues such as layer by layer self-assembly, interface assembly principles, biomimetic nanostructures, interface absorption, and infiltration behavior, and so on. We could study assembly and aggregation-driven nanomedicine and technologies for integrating medical devices with drugs. Our college also developed non-invasive rapid and visual screening for disease biomarkers. And this is some research achievements by our colleges. You can see here there are awards including national and Chongqing municipal awards. We have published more than 700 publications in high-impact journals, including Nature Sisters and Science Sisters, such as Nature Neuroscience, Nature Communications, Science Advances, and also in PNAS, Advanced Science, Cancer Research, X Nano, and so on. And we have a lot of international collaborations with more than 20 universities in the USA, Germany, France, Russia, Canada, Japan, and so on, and with a lot of famous researchers and academicians. We aim to exert a globalized education, as has been introduced by Ms. Xiang. We have a full English Top Master and doctoral program and courses. We have nearly 100 international students from Pakistan, Indonesia, Kenya, Yemen, Russia, Malaysia, and they have been graduated or they are studying now in our college. We have a lot of regular and irregular international symposiums. So now I will let's take a look about the life of our international students in our college. So we have many courses in English, and this course, this is taught by me, molecular biology, has been awarded as branded course taught in English by the Ministry of Education. This is the homepage address of this course, and we have 36 class hours online courses for free. And you can access this homepage from anywhere in the world. Our international students have published a lot of high impact papers, and during these 10 years, they have published 65 papers in SCR journals, among them 39 in JCRQ1 and 17 in JCRQ2. Especially these 5 years, the publications by our international students have increased year by year. They also have a lot of awards as an outstanding international student. For example, from the Chinese Scholarship Council in 2019, the Outstanding International Student Award was granted to Ali from Indonesia, and the CQ Outstanding International Student Awards have been granted to Lucy, Linawati, Ian, and Ali. They also won some competitions for innovation and entrepreneurship, and make a lot of oral and poster presentation in international symposium, especially here in the left bottom panels. You can see this is the oral presentation, a short oral presentation by Randy, one of our doctoral candidates in my lab. He made a presentation for the international symposium in Catania, Italy, this March, and this have a very he got a very he got a very he have sorry he have earned a very good impressions from the professors attending this symposium. We have a lot of colorful activities also. So for example, welcoming party every year in September, and also we have cultural exchange, and we also actively join the International Culture Festival held by the university. And this is some examples of the works of our alumni after graduation. So this is in the left panels, you can see Agnes Dwi Arianti, who has now become a lecturer in Media Mandala Catholic University, Indonesia. And some of our alumni also works in China, in research institutes, pharmaceutical industries, and so on. And also some of them work in research institutes or universities in their home countries, also in pharmaceutical industries and companies in their home countries. And some of them pursue higher education either in CQU or other university in China and abroad. So this is a short introduction of our college, College of Bioengineering, Chongqing University. And you can contact us if you are interested in our college, and we welcome you very much. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Professor Jiang, for your thorough information about your major. Next, I want to ask this guest to answer some questions from our comments area. We've been receiving a lot of questions about this great university in Chongqing. So the first thing is I'm going to have to roll this comments area in the top to see this. We've been receiving this great content since we started to live this content. So the first one is, how much English language is used in class?
Maybe Professor Jiang can help us to answer this question.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for this question. And classes taught in English, we use English 100%. Of course, there are also some Chinese students. They also have a very high English ability, and if they don't understand, they can ask in Chinese a little bit. But the course is totally taught in English 100%. So you don't need to be worried about this.
That's great to hear that. And another thing is from Ali. So I want to do a master's degree in CSC scholarship from your university. How do I apply?
How do you apply? You have to follow our application guide first. Please visit our website and study.cqu.edu.cn. Actually, one program, the Chinese, the high-level postgraduate program has closed. So the application has closed, but now you still have chance to apply for the Silk Road program with to apply for some certain majors.
And thank you, Ms. Shan. So the other one is, what about internships and the future career plans for international students in CQU?
Okay. So for some colleges, they might have some internship, I think. But for college, such as our college of Bioengineering, you are actually doing researches. So this is a master and doctoral degree course by research. So actually, you are trained for research and for logical thinking, for scientific thinking in our field and the lab. So although you don't go out for the internship, but you actually joined the internship, you have the internship, you have training in the lab since the admission, since the first year of your study sometimes even.
Okay, maybe I can add some information. Actually, the university has established eight internship bases by cooperating with some companies in Chongqing. So don't worry, you have many chances to do the internship either under the guide of the university or your own school.
The next one is, I got a friend who is interested to apply for CQU. I want to know more about the GPA requirement and the language requirement for the admission.
Okay, maybe first for the language requirements, if your friend is applying for a Chinese instructed program, at least she or he needs to have HSK 4 for bachelor degree. For master degree, HSK 5. And for English taught programs, you should have IELTS 6 or TOEFL 80 or above. Yeah. For GPA, maybe Professor Zhang.
Okay. Okay, thank you. For the GPA, it might be different from college by college, but just for an example, in our college, we usually will consider students with GPA more than 3.5 with the maximum score of 4.0 or at least 3.0. I think this is just an example and for your reference.
Thank you, ladies. So the next one is, if a student is not nominated for the CSC scholarship, is it possible for them to be offered other professional scholarships from CQU?
Still, you have to apply first. You have to apply for the specific scholarship, and then you have to pass the review, the initial review from the international students admissions office and the academic review from the schools. Then maybe you'll have a chance to get another type of scholarship.
Okay, we have receiving comments more and more. So I think it's really glad to see those enthusiast students and foreign friends that they are really interested in studying CQU. The next one is, if any student got pre-admission from Chongqing University, then how many chances to get in the CSA scholarships?
I have to say that depends on CSC. It depends how competitive you are. Because for CSA scholarship, actually, the China Scholarship Council has the final say on who and how many students get the scholarship. But if you get the pre-admission letter from us, at least it means that you have passed all the reviews in the university.
So next, anyone which have applied for MS chemistry? I think this guy is asking in the comments area, asking these followers or these foreign friends, and then wanted to share some experience with them or just have some information exchanged from each other. So next, good day. May I know when does President Scholarship result will be published?
Usually in the end of June or the beginning of July, before we start the summer vacation.
Okay, he especially quoted the MBA scholarship.
Yeah, that's for all the programs.
All the programs. Okay. How much time does it take the statutes waiting for academic review?
Academic review? Yeah, by the schools, how much time?
Yeah.
Pardon?
How much time does it take the status waiting for academic review?
The status waiting.
I think that is still different from schools to schools. Yeah.
Okay, it's you can't give a general answer for that because it's different from total different subjects.
Yeah.
Okay, the next. When will CQ release the official admission results after the interview process?
Actually, if you apply, like for example, if you are applying for a CSA scholarship, after you pass the academic review, we need to submit the nomination list to CSA, and we still need to wait for the final result from the CSA. So usually all the results will be released like in the end of June or the beginning of July. Yeah.
Thank you. So I think it's really awesome to see that people have so much interest on this project of studying Chongqing, especially in CQU. So our next part is the interview with Chen Wei. Finally, right? Finally. Hi, Chen Wei. Tell us a little
Hi.
about yourself
All
to the
right.
audience.
Thank you so much for having me. And my name is Celestine Duiman, and my Chinese name is Chen Wei. And I'm from Running. I'm a computer science student at CKU. And last year, I've been the vice chairman for International Students Union.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
Awesome.
me. Yeah.
So how long have you been in Chongqing, and what do you think of this city?
Well, I've been training for how long? 6 years now.
Oh,
Yeah, I've been training for 6 years now. And what can I say? Chongqing is a very beautiful city. I usually tell people that Chongqing is that one major city that can satisfy all the fantasies you can have about a major city. From what? From life, from nightlife to education to transport to business, everything. Chongqing can satisfy that. So for students, of course, Chongqing is one of major manufacturing hubs for in Chongqing in China because it's on the Belt Road. It's actually a very major town point for the Belt and Road. So for students, it means you can have many internship opportunities. You can find a job easier in Chongqing as a city because of all these opportunities. Like Teacher Shan just said that it is actually the largest laptop manufacturing hub we have. So for students who graduate from our school living here, it's easier to get internships and to get jobs after that. And again, it's cheap. I got a chance to travel to Beijing and Guangzhou and Xi'an, these cities. First, oh, maybe the prices are so high, people are not as approachable, and life is so fast. But Chongqing, it's just balanced, everything prices are cheaper, the food is great, and the speed of life is very comfortable. So Chongqing is a beautiful city, and I'm glad I've been calling it home for 6 years now. Yeah.
it's really glad that you enjoyed it so far for 6 years
Yeah.
so far. So are there any reasons for you to applying for CQU in your current major?
Thank you so much. And I was lucky, like before I applied for CQU, I've been in Chongqing for a few years, and I knew much more about CQ more than our followers here don't. I knew that it is a major member of 985 project, so it's one of elite universities. So this community of being in a very good university with outstanding students around you uh, pushed me so much to apply for CQ, and I'm glad I got in.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's great to have such wonderful students like you in CQU and really talent, really, overwhelming thing that in your vibes to bring it to our college and to our city.
Thank you.
So, as one of the 100 Chinese Chinese university in China, CQ indeed has much to offer. I'm sure they are also pleased to have these talents in school, in campus from all over the world to study here.
Right.
So what's your favorite part of living and studying in CQU?
Well, that's a good question because, as you just said, Chongqing University has a lot to offer. As students, of course, it's about education, and Chongqing University, as we just said, is a member of 985 projects. It's like only like 30 something universities in this project, so all of them are great. So Chongqing University being there, you can be sure that you'll be taught by very professional professors like Jiang Laoshi here. You will have outstanding community of classmates around you because all of them are outstanding. So this environment of good teachers, outstanding community of classmates, that is the major important part of being a student in Chongqing University. And another thing I always say, I got lucky to participate in different competitions and events. Like we just had entrepreneurship kind of business related competition, and the amount of support that the teachers are willing to provide you when you're preparing for these competition and events, or you are already in these events, that they're ready to spend so much money and support to actually help you to bring out the best of you. So they're very supportive. And like, for example, if I'm a computer science student in our major or in our college, we have a teacher who is responsible for international students. So it's a very decentralized system that will make sure that every student will have the help and support they need. And another thing is about, as I said, the community, different majors and scholarship opportunities, different volunteering events that we can have. And again, if you live on campus, the dorms are great. Like you have a gym, you have different range of restaurants you can try. So it's a very healthy and comfortable environment to be in. So far I've been enjoying my stay in Chongqing University.
Yeah. So do you have like challenges when you are applying for the school, or any advantages that beneath in you? What do you think about that part?
Yeah.
And what do you suggest on encourage on for international students to come to applying here?
Right. To apply for Chongqing University, yeah, there's some challenges, of course. For example, the deadlines. There are different deadlines for different types of scholarship and different. So it's sometimes hard to keep up. But if you really want to be here, then you're gonna spend extra time to keep in touch with the deadlines. And another thing, like if you come from a country that don't use English or Chinese, for example, use French in your country, like your reports are in Italian or any other different languages, you probably will need to translate those. It could be a trouble for some people, but you can actually solve that. It's not a big deal. And if you apply for masters and PhD, sometimes it will be helpful to have a supervisor before you send in your applications. And sometimes it can be challenging to contact these supervisors, but also doable. So you can actually try that. And it's still not a necessity. If you don't have it, you can still get in. But if you want to, you can also still get to do that. And the application process is kind of easier now. Like you just go on the website, everything is there, very clean and clear on the website. And the visa application used to be a problem because of COVID, but now COVID is over. Everybody can do it simply and easier. So the process is getting easier to do, and to keep up, it's actually easier. Not so challenging, I would say. So for the students out there who would like to join Chongqing University, well, you're welcome. It's a great community. You will love it here. So just try your best, and I wish you the best of luck. And come on, if you come to campus, maybe you feel free to to call me out. I will take you around the city, no problem. And yeah, good luck and welcome. Glad to see you soon.
Thank you. And we also collaborated with Chenwei several times, like as an press organization. Chenwei did a lot for our content, and we are glad to see such talented students from CQU that can join us to create more content to, to speak out for this city in front of the world. And I think it's a great thing for us. Thank you, Chenwei.
Thank you so much.
So, our audiences keep asking questions. So I think there is still another one for a professor to answer. Is it possible for a student to still get admitted to CQU if they haven't received a pre-admission letter after 1 month of the interview? Looks like he is in a rush of applying for CQU. So I think that's a possibility that he wanted to know. If he doesn't get an, pre-admission letter.
So did you apply for a CAC program? Because actually pre-admission letter is not necessary for all the programs. But it is a compulsory document for the high-level postgraduate program. If you didn't get that, I have to say sorry. Maybe you haven't been nominated. But still, if you have passed the academic review from the schools, you can still have chances to apply for other types of scholarships.
Thank you, Ms. Shan. Thank you, Professor Jiang. Thank you, Chenwei. And I'm really glad to have you guys today with us to do this admission inform for Chongqing University for those overseas education field. I think it's great to have you guys here and great to have those followers watching our show today. There has been a little bit mistake part from Professor Zhang's presentation file, but we already fixed it and already upload this file in our Backstage. I will release this after this content, and also a video of Chongqing University is about to release out for our audience in the last part of our show. So guys, stay tuned with us. Keep liking and sharing and subscribe to our channel on YouTube, on Twitter, and on Facebook. Also on Chongqing University's page, Chongqing University's Facebook and Twitter. We are glad to, welcome to feel free to ask our questions on our website, on our page about this admission inform. So if you're interested in obtaining a degree in CQU, please find us and join us, okay? Thank you guys for watching. I will release the file for you and release the video for you in the last part. Thank you. Goodbye.
嘉陵与长江相会，而生重庆；人文与科学相继，而演重大。1929年，在救亡图存的时代呼唤中，重庆大学宣告成立。
当有完备鸿深之大学一所，以研究学术造就人才，右起乡邦，振导社会。
在民族危难之际，立志建完备鸿深之大学，在战火纷飞中点亮沙瓷学灯，高擎红颜旗帜。在90余年的发展历程中，始终与国家和民族的振兴同呼吸，共命运。学府初创，步伐坚毅，寻世界近代大学之制度，汇人才，揽大家，精研文理，专注工商，潜心法医。到上世纪40年代，已发展成为学科门类最为齐全、办学实力最为雄厚的综合性大学之一。在百废待兴的新中国，逐步建立起完整的工业化专业体系和全链条的城镇化建设专业人才培养体系，为我国工业与国防建设和城镇化建设做出了突出贡献。从211工程、985工程高校到今天高水平研究型综合性的双一流建设高校，重庆大学始终处于中国高等教育第一方阵。到目前为止，已为国家输送40余万名高素质人才，其中40余人当选为2院院士。迈入新征程，重庆大学聚焦高质量，奋进双一流，不断优化学科布局，强化学科分类发展，促进学科交叉融合，加快传统工科现代化改造，推动机械、电气、土木3个优势学科率先迈向一流，着力加强基础学科建设，高起点布局建设医学学科，以立德树人为根本，全面提高人才自主培养质量，成立本科生院，全面实施大类招生、大类培养，构建卓越研究生教育体系，打造一流的新工科教育生态体系，打通人才链、创新链、产业链，建设重庆大学国家卓越工程师学院，获批国家储能技术产教融合创新平台。重庆大学正努力成为新工科教育的探路者和领跑者，全面贯彻大人才观，构建人才隐喻金字塔，高层次人才数量显著增长，未来发展潜力可期。扎根巴渝大地，深度融入成渝地区双城经济圈建设，建设重庆大学科学中心、超顺态实验大科学装置，成立跨学科交叉研究平台，强化各类高能级科研平台建设，打造国家战略科技力量，服务国家发展战略，加快提升服务高水平科技自立自强能力，深化科研体制机制改革，构建有组织科研体系，坚持4个面向，抢抓创新驱动发展的重大机遇。学校科技实力和创新能力不断增强，原创性、高水平学术成果快速增长。开放与包容的重大，不断推进高水平国际合作项目，深化校地、校企合作，实施头部企业工程，推进与行业龙头、科技引领创新型企业的战略合作，拓展办学格局。复兴民族，誓做前锋，是重庆大学不断厚植的家国情怀。这份精神文化的传承，滋养着一座现代高等学府砥砺前行，激励着一代又一代重大人奋发图强，在新时代、新征程 奋力谱写百年新重大崭新篇章。